Hey everyone, it's Rylan. It's Thursday, March 30th, 2017, and it's 8:38 p.m. And today is a magical day, a day that I never thought would get here. But today is 28 days clean of self-harm. I didn't think this day was possible. I really did not. When I first started self-harming back in December, on December 8th is when the shit hit the fan. It started off like casually, and then slowly it turned into like, okay, I'm gonna do this like a couple nights in a row. And in the 3 months that I was cutting myself, the longest I was ever able to go was 7 days, because always on the 8th day is when I would relapse. So the fact that I've made it 28 days, almost a month, is really crazy to me, because I was so deep into that addiction that I thought I'll never come out on the other side of this. This is just how I've learned to cope with these feelings that are too much. At the time, I didn't know how else to deal with things, because what would happen was I would drink a shit ton of bourbon at night, and then I would self-harm. And that went on for 3 months. I would drink to the point that I would dissociate, in the sense of detaching from my body and not really being with it, not really being in touch with reality. And then I would self-harm myself to try and bring myself back and to feel something, it was not a good cycle. And this lasted for months on end. And I really, truly thought that I would never see this day. I never thought, oh shit, I'm gonna start crying. I never thought that this would be possible for me to be making this video. I just thought that, wow, this has really been working for me. This is how I'm going to deal with my feelings from now on. And I'm so grateful that that isn't the case anymore. I don't have the desire to self-harm anymore. Can I promise that I'll never do it again? Absolutely not. But it's something that I don't wish to engage in at this point in my life, because it served its purpose, and I'm doing so much better now. So the month of March has just been so magical and majestic, because I stopped self-harming, I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking cigarettes. Like, everything is on the up. I started acting again. I booked my first job. I'm getting auditions pretty regularly. Like, everything is going really well. And, I left school in December, and finally now at the very end of March, it's basically April. In 2 days it's April. It took from December until now to start feeling like a human being again. And I'm really happy that I took the time to leave the acting conservatory that I was at to get healthy, because if I would have continued the way that I was, I don't know that I would still be here, because things were so bad and I was in such a dark spot for a very long time. So I'm just happy to not be doing that anymore, and I didn't think this would be possible. Now, the only thing that sucks is the scars that I have left on my body. So, trigger warning, I'm going to talk in depth about my scars. Basically, when I would self-harm myself, I would do it on my wrist. I would do it like right here. But there were times that I would occasionally self-harm on my thigh or on my forearms. And unfortunately, the scars that I'm left over with that are very clearly visible are on my left forearm and my right thigh. The ones on my wrist have mostly faded. Like, I'm looking right now and I can't even tell. Like, I literally can't tell. Now, if I move my wrist out like that, you can kind of see individual scars, but it's I mean, they're barely noticeable. But unfortunately, the one on my arm, on my forearm, is pretty bad. So that's unfortunate that I have to walk around with my battle scars on my body for the world to see, because I refuse to be a person that's going to wear long sleeves and hide my arms, or not wear dresses or shorts because of fear of the scars on my leg. It sucks. I'm an actor. I'm going to have to go to auditions with short sleeve shirts on, and my scars are going to be visible. If I'm wearing a short dress, you're going to see the scars on my thigh. That's just the way it is. Am I happy about that? No. But, it is what it is. Maybe I'll get a tattoo to cover them someday. I mean, I certainly don't have the money to do that anytime soon. But, that's my body now. I have lots of scars. I have scars on my knee from knee surgery. I have scars on my chest from top surgery. And now I have scars because of my mind. They all tell a story. All my scars tell a story. And to me, this patch of about 15 different scars in all different directions tells me that I am still here and that I did not give up. That's what it says to me. It says that I went through the deepest of deep depressions that I've ever been in my whole life, but I came out on the other end and I have something physical to show for it. To some, they may be ugly. To some, they may be beautiful. To me, I don't know what I think of them as, but they're a part of me now, and I'm just going to have to be comfortable with that, because like I said, I'm not going to hide. I refuse to ever hide any part of myself to the world. I am me. That's it, So I'm just really grateful that I made it this far, and I hope to, go a year without self-harming and potentially go the rest of my life without self-harming. Is that a logical goal for myself? Honestly, probably not. I do have borderline personality disorder, and unfortunately in the past, self-harming is how I dealt with stressful situations. So I'm not going to place it upon myself and say I'll never self-harm again, but right now I don't need it. It's not a coping skill that I'm choosing to engage in or that I feel I need anymore. So I'm going to ride the wave of happiness and continue to use the skills that I'm learning in therapy that I've been working really hard at over the past 3.5 months. And, maybe there will be a day that I will never cut again. But for now, I'm just going to be grateful that I've gone another day without doing that to myself. So I hope that if anyone has self-harmed or did self-harm or is still self-harming, that it's possible that you can stop. I know that when I was deep in it, that I thought that there was no way that I would ever be able to stop. Ever. It's just a pattern that I fell into. It's just what I did every day. But being on the other end of it, there's so many other ways to deal with feelings instead of taking them out on yourself, but you have to put in work in order to find other alternatives to doing that. I've been working very hard. I go to therapy 4 times a week and talk my shit out. Stuff that I don't want to talk about, stuff that I've been suppressing my entire life. Some shit is being brought up that I don't even really remember happening. But it's part of the journey, and I just want people to know that you don't have to continue taking it out on your body. To turn mental anguish and mental pain into physical pain that scars your body for the rest of your life is not the way to go. There are better, more concrete ways to express yourself. And I just hope that people seek the help that they deserve, because nobody deserves to be in so much pain that the only way they think that they can deal with it is to hurt themselves. We need to love ourselves. We need to love our bodies. We need to respect our bodies for all of the wonderful things that it can do. Even if you have physical disabilities, mental illness, whatever, you're breathing. Your body, your brain is allowing you to breathe right now as you're watching this video, and that's a fucking gift. It's a gift that we're here. It's a gift that I am still alive. It's a gift that I had the mental capacity to have checked myself into the hospital a few months ago when I was suicidal. Every day that we're here is such a gift, and I'm so grateful that I'm on the path to being healthier, and that I'm learning that I don't have to take it out on myself in order to feel like a human being or to deal with the things that I'm feeling that seem too overwhelming in the moment. So I just wanted to share a really exciting milestone for me. And yeah, I just feel really happy. I haven't been this happy in a very long time. And it's just nice to start feeling like the old me again, because I thought I lost that person. And I thought that they were never going to come back. But, you know, it just takes time. It takes time and it takes resilience. And you just have to hang in there. Even when you think things aren't going to get better. Even when you believe there's no fucking way things are going to get better. They will. But you have to wait and find out and see that things will get better with time.